Hello, I am here at Orange Park, as usual. So I'm going to tell you a story, and I don't know what's going to happen. Okay. All you niggers out there, shut the fuck up. All right? Now, if I ever said that, which I just did, people go like, oh, you're freaking racist. Right? Okay. That's not a racist word. They turn it into a racist word. Okay, I'm an Uber driver. I do Uber. Okay, great Uber. Lyft. It's fantastic. I drive at night. I take all kinds of people, Hispanic, Caucasian. All travelers that are traveling, African American. Just every culture. It's so freaking awesome. I get to, they're in the car. We have a quick conversation. Especially if they're traveling from another country, or they're just going out or whatever. So they're either going out to a party, coming back from a football game, whatever. You know, nigga. All right. Whenever I pick up an African American individual or group of them, they're girls, guys, whatever, in certain areas of Los Angeles, South Central, Compton, Figueroa, all this stuff. And I'm hearing them talk either to each other or on the phone, and all they're saying is nigga this, nigga that, nigga this. Hey, this nigga did this, nigga that. I was like, okay, I thought we're not supposed to be using that language. I'm like, whoa. And, I know I don't watch comedy, but like, I'm sure, and I could be totally wrong about this, but, the African American comedians, I'm sure if they're cursing, which I don't watch, if they're cursing, they're probably using the word nigger. I don't know. I'm assuming I don't watch African American comedy. So I don't know, but I've seen parts, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm not into that type of comedy, but yeah, I'm glad that you're listening to this because I'm talking about. I was in a situation where me and my daughter, we just saw the movie. We had a great time. Just saw a movie at the movie theater, but this African American woman was like honking her horn at this Hispanic woman that like was parked there, and there's like plenty of parking spots up above, and she's like honking her, "Are you gonna leave?" And she's like, "Yeah, okay, lady." I don't forget what she said, but like, "Okay, I'm gonna go when I want to go." And then she's honking again, this woman, and I'm like, "Hey, lady, just let her go." And I was like, oh, what? And she's honking again. I go, listen, she doesn't need to move right now because you have to have that parking spot. She has the parking spot. She's like honking, telling her to get out. It's like, and by the way, the parking structure, there's plenty of parking spots upstairs. Just one row. It's like, what are you doing? So it was really annoying. So I'm like, all right. And I told her, stop doing that. So I said, lady, you can leave whatever you want to. You need to stop. And I just kept walking with my daughter. And she got all pissed off. I was like, well, that's a nigger. Now she's pissed off. All right. Nigger. Have you heard of a Jew? It's short for Jewish. Okay? It's short for Jewish. They don't take offense to that. Have you ever heard of a Chinese? Chinese is a bunch of different individual countries. There could be Juchao or different parts of the region is China. Japanese, or they called us Japs or Nips. The reason was because we're not actually Japanese. We're actually what we call Nihonjin, which is like hard to Americans to say. Nihonjin, right? Nihon, Jin, Nihon, Jin. But they can't even say Nihon, so they call us Japanese. Japanese. Our country is called Nihon. America decided to call us Japan. Our name is Nihon. Okay? All right. So, I could give you countless examples. Czechs, they're fine saying Czech. Why? It's too hard to say Czechoslovakian. If I even said that correctly. Czechoslovakian, it's very difficult to say. So they call, them Czechs. Brits, it's British. By the way, I do speak with a British accent, you see. And I don't know if you know that I can speak with a British accent, but I specifically speak with what they call a Oxford accent because I attended Oxford University, you see. So, yes, they're calling Brits. All of a sudden you say nigger, and you're a racist in this country if you're not a Negro. In fact, even saying Negro is apparently racist. So it's like, okay, but the reason was, now, this is like a little bit of history, is the reason was, and I don't get this 100% correctly, I'm sure you can Google this stuff, is the people that were exporting from Africa, the slaves, to America were from Nigeria. So they said they're Nigerians. Well, that's too hard to say for like a farm boy. By the way, I could talk like a farm boy because I was a rancher. 10 horses, 10 acres, 2 ponies. I had 5 chickens, 3 goats, and 2 pigs. And we weren't slaughtering the animals and then working farms. So I actually do talk. If you listen to me, and I do wear a cowboy hat. Hi, ma'am. I do talk with a southern accent. I'm a real cowboy. I look like the way I look right now, because just wearing black and a hat. But yes, I'm an actual real cowboy, ma'am. So I do talk with the southern accent. I gotta hide it, because it sounds awkward, to speak with the Texas drawl. That's what happens when you end up marrying Miss Ty Texas. Grew up watching like Little House on the Prairie and living that life like Michael Landon on a prairie with the horses and everything. So, yeah. I will try. Let me try to lose this accent right now. What was I talking about? Oh, here. All right. So I said the word, hey, look at that nigger. I did not say, look at that nigger. What I told my daughter was, she's just a nigger. It's just terrible, right? So I'm just like, all right, let's go. She flips out. And she's screaming at me that I'm a racist. And I'm like, I'm just pointing out what that woman was doing to the other person. She was like honking the horn and screaming out the window. And I'm like going, lady, let it go. Go to another parking spot. It was like a black woman and a Hispanic woman. I go, it doesn't matter. If it was like if it was reversed, let's say it was a Hispanic woman honking at a black woman. And I went, yeah, that nigger was acting like stupid. Oh my God. My daughter went nuts. She went berserk. Have I offended you? I just called her a nigger. It's like, okay, you offended because that's a racist comment. It's like, okay, I've had 20,000 rides in my car, and when they're talking on the phone or to each other, it's like, this nigga did this, nigga did that, blah, 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 blah. It's not like, oh, my friend did this, or my friend's friend did that, or this African American did this, or this just, whatever, this black guy did this Nigerian did this, or Somalian, or yeah, Kenya, South, whatever, like, did this. African American person, this person of color did this to me. That's not what they're saying. This nigga did this, and this nigga did that, and nigga did this. Oh my God, this nigga, man, this nigga. That's all they're saying. Okay. So that's what my experience is. And I'm glad you're watching this video up until now. I'm trying to make a point. It's like, can you get to the point? Because this is really controversial. And I'm talking to all the black comedians out there and all the black people out there that are probably going to hate me for saying this. It's like, that is ridiculous. That is not, you made it into a derogatory term. It's just Nigerians. But it's like, Nigerians, that's hard to say. So it's like, niggers. And then you guys say nigga. It's like, well, then that's the way you guys say it. You guys going after the Chinese people there, that's actually part of their language. They say nigga, but it's some word. I don't know it, and you should look it up. But it's like, they don't say Jewish, they say Jews. Fine. They don't say Nippon Honji, which is hard to say, so they say Japanese, right? They don't even say Nippon Honjin, they go Japanese. It's like, they don't say all the people of China, they just say Chinese. They don't say Czechoslovakian, they say Czechs. It's shortened. Brits. So apparently when you guys came from, oh God, you said you guys. It's like, whatever. What are you talking about, the women? Or you people, or whatever. It's like, when the people came, they were from apparently called Nigeria. So they said Nigerians. That's too hard to say, so they could call it niggers. And then you guys say nigga. Like, okay, well, Nigerians. And now it's like Africans. It's like, all right. Too much. So racist people are actually black people. Because it's like, why would you call yourself black? We don't call ourselves yellers. yellow people, and then white people. It's like they're Caucasian or or Irish, right? I mean, the German. It's like whatever. Anglo-Saxon. No, you just call each other white, black. It's like, do you call Indians reds? I mean, I think those are racist. That's really racist. Are you calling me yellow? I do have a yellow hat, though, by the way. Straw hat, babe. Um, right? That's racist. Okay. So I'm being accused of being a racist. Is my channel being shut down because I said you fucking niggers? Niggers? It's disgusting what I've seen. Just what I've and I don't want to inundate myself with what I've seen. Niggers are disgusting. I'm serious, and that's very racist. But I'm like, your heroes is from Will Smith punching somebody, and the comedy style, and Mike Tyson as a fighter, but his criminal record, and he speaks his mind. I got it, and if I will fight you, but I know I got my ass kicked. But as a martial artist, but there's Michael Jordan with his trash talking. It doesn't look good. I mean, there's a lot of other things I could mention. Oprah, I mean, she was 13 years old, got pregnant, and abandoned her baby. These are your heroes. So, yes, it sounds like I'm being racist. But that's the facts. That's your heroes. When it comes to boxers, the sportsmanship is not there. And that is a very big contrast to karate, where sportsmanship is absolutely there. And that's what you're doing. You give a bow. You show respect to your opponent. And that's different today with, UFC and fights and stuff. You want to see like the anger. But in karate, it doesn't matter. It's not based on anger. You're just, boom, you just try to defeat your opponent. I'm glad you're watching this video. I apologize. You know what? I do apologize to anybody I offended. Okay? It is my opinion, though. Okay? The African American people, they idolize Michael Jackson, which I idolize too. But his life story, I don't want that for anybody. And Tina Turner, just being abused. It's like these are the heroes. James Brown. Michelle Obama, and all the controversy with her. Oprah, I mean, she's 13 years old, gets pregnant, abandons her baby. It's like, these are your... Mike Tyson bites off someone's ear. Michael Jordan, trash talker, no sportsmanship. If you're watching this video up until now, I really want you to understand where I'm coming from. I'm a former U.S. Marine Corps martial art instructor. I trained 50 world karate champions. Championship titles among my children, students, some adults. 50, okay? 4 black belts, over 1,000 fights. I already told you, U.S. Marine Corps martial art instructor. Okay, out of my 4 biological children, 3 are black belts. Out of my 2 adopted ones, that are my cousin and my brother-in-law, one's a Marine Corps martial art instructor. The other 3 are black belts, and they have 10 World Karate Championship titles among them. 10. I trained them. Okay? I trained them. All right. This is my opinion. The black community are idolizing not the right people. Mike Tyson bites off an ear. Oprah, she gives off gifts, but she's like, she's overweight, she's single, she abandoned her kid. You know, we got Beyonce. I mean, just every person, and look at their life. And seriously, are we idolizing that? If you are, you are. So I just wanted to just address that. So anyways, I'm going to cut it short. I don't know if or why at this moment that you needed to watch this video. Okay? But it exists. Okay? I'm not trying to be offensive. It was just something I happened to say. All right? I should have said African American. This African American woman back there is acting like an African American. Or should I have said, oh, that person of color is acting like the person of color? Should I have said that black person is acting like a black person? It's like such a long name. Okay? So I was like, yeah, she's acting like a nigger. It's just, wow. All right, let's go. I just wanted to go. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to go. I don't care. It's her problem. And her honking at people. And I was just like, stop honking at her. Leave her alone. I just want to spend time with you. Okay? Bye.